Hello and welcome to my video series on how to succeed in middle school. I'll be covering topics all the way from good habits to maintaining positive relationships. Now, I understand that some of you may be worried about the transition from elementary to middle school. Maybe you're worried about keeping up academically, or you're already struggling to. Or perhaps what teachers you may get and the amount of homework you may receive. Just remember, it's normal to be nervous about these changes, and in these videos, I like to share my experiences with what's helped me, so maybe you can get something out of it. Now, let's talk about good study habits and skills to have. Let's start with the first habit/skill, which is organization. Some things that have helped me regarding organization is to create an agenda or list of what I need to get done. This way I can focus on urgent assignments or tasks which require my attention. Also, when I take notes, I take the main ideas and organize information under them. This is a habit I've developed throughout my life in middle school and in elementary when taking notes. Whether you agree with me or not, the way I take notes, it's undoubtedly important to be organized in middle school. Especially in the beginning, having notes that are organized but in a way that makes sense to you can help you understand topics and learn. The second skill/habit I want to talk to you about is communication. Communication is key, and it's a skill you'll need throughout high school and into your adult life. Let's say you're absent from school. You come back and there are assignments that need to get done. Depending on how busy your school week is, work begins to pile up and due dates begin to get closer and closer, potentially stressing you out. Instead, reach out to your teachers when you're absent to avoid these stressful situations. They may offer solutions and ways you can do work while you're gone. This way you can be on pace with the rest of your peers and avoid unnecessary stress. During 7th grade, I got walking pneumonia. I missed a week of school. But I communicated with my teachers and I didn't lose much sleep over missing work, and we worked out a way to complete assignments so I stayed on course. A completely different scenario is that you don't understand the material, such as in science or math. Don't let your ego refrain you from asking for help, even if it is embarrassing that your peers understand the material and you don't. Teachers are there to help you learn and can't do anything if you don't say something. So do yourself a favor, and if you don't understand what you're learning, ask for help. Additionally, 2 habits I want to talk about are spaced out studying and cramming. I used to study in a way that didn't help me in the long run. I would procrastinate and get anxious about pending assignments and having to study for tests. Because of my procrastination, it led me to cram. Cramming is when you study all you need to study the night before a test. Studies even show that students that cram perform well on next day tests. However, studies also reveal that students who cram don't retain knowledge over long periods of time. Students who space out, which is a study method in which you study a bit each day leading up to a test, perform well on exams and even retain knowledge in the future. Setting up goals for yourself is a good habit to have. This way you can focus on improving and keep moving forward, even when you're not at your best. To make studying a habit, I recommend you take breaks. This way you can process the information you study also while not draining yourself. For the first couple weeks of school, I recommend experimenting and finding a way to study that works for you. I like to study in a quiet environment in either silence or with classical music. I encourage you to try to study with music, as studies even show that studying with music can help with cognitive skills. Don't forget to check out my next videos in the series. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.